Do you want something new? Something to completely freshen up this screen of Minecraft? Do you want something that looks like this? Or something that might look like this? Well, then this is the right tutorial for you, because I'm not only going to show you how you can get this, but I'm also going to show you how you can make it yourself. And that is something which will make all of this just a bit more special. And the first thing you can do is head out of Minecraft, because we won't be needing Minecraft to make what we are going to make. And well, the first thing you want to do is create a folder, and that's going to be the folder we make it in. And now I'm actually going to be exposed because I frequently get comments on my videos. How is your desktop so clean? Well, it's not. As you can see, I just make it look like that. Anyways, let's just ignore this clutter. Quickly create a new folder. And you can name this folder anything you want. I'm just going to name it It's Me 64's Cool GUI. There we go, because that's what this is going to be. You can literally name it anything. Inside this folder, you want to right click, head over to New, make a new folder called Assets, that is ASSETS. You need to make sure you spell that correctly, because the name of the folder this is in, It's Me 64's Cool GUI, that can be anything, but this has to be spelled correctly. Then inside the Assets folder, you want to create another folder called Minecraft, just like so. Make sure that is as well spelled correctly. So once you're in the Minecraft folder, you can make another folder. And now we're going to be making a bunch of folders, because that's how Minecraft texture packs work. Anyways, you can call this one Textures, just like so. Because we're going to be changing the textures. Then in here, a new folder called GUI. And you want to make sure that all these letters are lowercase, and that it's literally just the letters G, U, and I. No spaces or anything like that. Inside this folder, you want to create another folder. And this folder is going to be called Title. You want this folder to be called Title. And then finally, we can make one last folder, new folder, and that is going to be called Background. There we go. That is BACKGROUND. And that is going to be the last folder we need for this to work. Right now, you don't need to launch it, but this is to show you two things. And these are the two things of which the pack consists. Number one is these buttons. So as you can see, every single button is the green color, which I customized it to be. And the second thing is this custom background over here. And now first I'm going to show you how to make these buttons a different color, and then I'll show you how you can get yourself a custom background. So to change the color of the buttons, you are going to need two files, and I can just paste these in over here. One is the widgets.png and the other is accessibility.png, and you can download these with a link in the description. You can go check that out, and then you can download both of these files. Anyways, we don't need them over here, so I'm just going to quickly delete those. I need to head into Assets, Minecraft, Textures, and GUI. And then next to the title folder, I want to paste in these two. So these two files are in the GUI folder, right over here, together with the title folder. If I refresh this, then these will show like so. And then you can see, I can just open one up real fast. Zoom in a bit, that, you might recognize these buttons, and if you do, then you're correct. This is the accessibility button. And I can head into here as well. Let's see. And here we are. These are the buttons. So we have buttons, buttons, and buttons, really. When you are going to download these files, they are going to be uncolored. So these things will have no color, and they will just have the outlines. And then, you can color them in. Um, my top one's darker, middle one's lighter, bottom one is the lightest one. So you can follow these color schemes. It doesn't matter, you can do it in any ways you want. You just want to make sure that they're the same size. So following the outlines, which are going to be there. And these can be literally any color you want. And in my case, they are green. Um, Also, editing these, you can just literally do that in Paint 3D. It's extremely easy. You can just color them in, do whatever you want with them really, apart from change the size. And that accounts for this widgets file and the accessibility file as well. And make sure that you do not rename them. They need to have the exact same names as they do now. Once you've colored both of these in to your liking, then that's the buttons done. If you were to import this into Minecraft in the correct way, then all the buttons would be green. And, well, you of course want to do something else, and that is create a custom background. You can get this image from anywhere, you can search on the web, you can make one yourself. It really does not matter at all. I'm just going to grab a random image from here, so I can save image as. There we go, and I can just save it. Now, do keep in mind that if you are going to be sharing these files, maybe posting your pack that you're making right now online, that pretty much every single one of these images are going to be copyrighted, so watch out for that. I have located the file, which is my image, which is this one right over here. And now there's a few things we need to change about this image before we can use it as a background. So you want to right click on it, and then you can pretty much just open it with Paint 3D, which will be pre-installed on most computers, and it's free anyways, so you don't need to worry about that. The first thing you want to do is go over to Crop, and then select the aspect ratio of 16:9, just like this. And with this image over here, it's going to chop off an edge here, and chop off an edge here. Other things might happen with your image, or nothing happens at all. That's also fine. You just want to make sure that your image has a 16:9 aspect ratio. Otherwise, it'll get squashed or pulled or stretched, and it will look really weird. So you can just click on Done once you've selected that, and then hit Ctrl S to save it. Well, now that I have the image I want and it's in the correct aspect ratio, you need to check one more thing. My file is called Minecraft-horse.jpg, and the .jpg is what I need to focus on. Now, if you have your picture image and you don't see a dot anything, then you need to go into View, then Show, and then you need to make sure that you have file name extensions ticked, because if you don't, then it'll just be called Minecraft Horse. So I can head into View, Show, have file name extensions ticked, and now it's called minecrafthorse.jpg. Anyways, we do not want it to be a JPG file. We need it to be a PNG file. And this is very important. You can right click it, then you can rename it. You can go over here and delete the JPG, just like so. Then you can write .png and then hit enter. Now your computer is probably going to tell you that if you change a file name extension, the file might become unusable. It's going to ask you if you're sure you want to change it, and you can just click on yes, because this file will still be usable. If it is not a .png file, then it won't work. So you need to make sure it's .png. Anyways, you actually want to rename it again now, and this time it's the actual name of the file. Now, we can't have this file name be anything, for example, Minecraft horse. No, we need it to be panorama overlay. That is PANORAMA underscore OVERLAY. That is what the file needs to be called. Otherwise, this won't work. There we go. Your horse image is done. Now, one thing you do want to do is just copy it, or horse image, whatever image you have. You want to copy it, you want to go into Assets, Minecraft, Textures, GUI, Title, Background, and in the background folder, you want to hit Ctrl V so that your panorama overlay.png image is pasted in here. And once it is, then that is absolutely perfect. And I understand that this might be a little bit complicated. It's a crap ton of steps, and if you're confused or anything like that, then, feel free to ask away in the comments. I'll definitely try and answer all of your questions. Anyways, since it is in that folder over there, you can just delete the image from wherever you had it, because I don't need that anymore. It's in the texture. Anyways, there's actually 2 more things you need to do, one of which is an optional step. So don't worry, you really are close to having this finished. The first thing you want to do is right-click, just like so, go to New. This time, we don't create a folder, but a text document, just like so. And then you want to call this Pack. Just Pack, P-A-C-K. It's very important, again, that it is just literally only called Pack. You can open this up, and then you want to paste in this. And now you can copy this from inside the description. And, well, I've got a really cool program called Notepad++, which lays the code out really, really well. If you want to download that, you can download it for free in the Microsoft Store. I personally use it a lot, and I think it's really helpful. Anyways, yeah, so once you have this pasted in, you'll see in the description box over here, mine says made by It's Me 64. Check me out on YouTube. You can put anything there you want. You can write any description. It really doesn't matter what. You can change that to literally whatever. But do keep in mind, if you start typing out entire paragraphs, that's probably not going to be a great idea, because you won't be able to read it and it'll just disappear off screen inside Minecraft. And yes, this is what is going to be readable underneath the title, where you can choose what resource packs you want to select inside Minecraft itself. I'll show you that a bit later. Anyways, once you've pasted it in, you can hit Ctrl S to save it, or you can go over to File, and then you can save the document. Anyways, because it's saved, I can just close this. Sometimes it'll create a BAK file. You can just delete that. And now you have this pack.txt file, which if you open it, there's this inside, which is exactly what you want. Except for the fact that it's pack.txt. And now remember with the picture, mine was JPG and we needed it to be PNG. So we have the same thing over here. This is a TXT file, but we do not want it to be a TXT file. So we can go over here to rename it, delete the .txt, and then you want to write mcmeta. That is MCMETA. Make sure that that is spelled correctly. Then it's going to tell you that your file might become unusable again. Just click on yes, and it'll still be usable. Now, what might happen by you is that this icon over here changes to a white icon or to something else, and that doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about that. The only thing that matters is that your file is now called Pack.mcmeta. So now you're almost ready to import, but as I said, there was an optional step. And this optional step is to make an icon for your pack. And if you don't want to make an icon, then you'll just get the default icon, which is a grass block. But, I always like to add an icon, so I can paste mine in. And now, once again, there are a few things you need to change. So first off, your icon needs to be square. If you're not sure if it's square, you can head into Paint 3D again, go over to Crop, and then select this 1:1. As you can see, in my image, nothing changes, which means that it's already a square image. But if in your image something does change, then you can just hit on Done, save it, to make sure that it is a square image. Otherwise, it'll get stretched or squashed or something like that. Next, you want to rename this to be also called Pack. And now you want to make sure that it's pack.png, right? If it's called pack.jpg or something like that, then just as we did before, you want to change the JPG to PNG. That is very, very important. Anyways, you're done. This is everything you needed to do, and now we can import it into Minecraft. So to import it, you want to hit Ctrl A, or just select everything. Then you can right click, and then over here, press Compress to Zip File. And now, on a lot of computers, this is going to be an option you can press. However, on your computer, it might not be. And if it isn't, then you can download a program called 7-Zip, which will allow you to do this. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Anyways, you can click on Compress to Zip File, and then you will get this zip file. You can call this anything you want. In my case, that is It's Me 64's cool GUI. So once we have that, we can unselect it, and as you can see, It's Me 64's cool GUI. And if I enter this zip file, as you can see, we have the assets, the pack.mcmeta and the pack.png. If I head into here, then you will see that we have the accessibility and the widgets, and then over here we have the panorama overlay. So everything you just did is inside of this zip file. What you can then do is just, place it anywhere on your desktop, or maybe not, because placing things on your desktop, that's how mine came to look like this. You probably do not want that. And then you need to head over to the Minecraft Resource Packs folder, which you can access by heading into Minecraft. Once you have loaded into Minecraft, press Options and then go over to Resource Packs. Then to import the file into Minecraft, you can click on Open Resource Pack Folder. That will open this folder right over here, and then you can just drag the zip file you just made over here and put it right into that folder, just like so. Then heading back into Minecraft, you can scroll down a bit, and then you might see your pack. And you can see right over here, It's Me 64's cool GUI. And now you can see everything we just did. So the name of the .zip file is whatever shows up here. So It's Me 64's cool GUI. The description thing in the Pack.mcmeta file made by XP64. Check me out on YouTube. And then here is the icon. And if you do not if you do not upload an icon, then the icon will look exactly the same as this one over here. Anyways, if you click on this arrow, that'll put it in Minecraft. You can hover over this and check out more arrows, and you want to make sure that this one is the very top one. So if it is, for example, looking like this, you don't want that. You want to press on the arrow up to make sure that your file is on top. Then you can press on done. Minecraft will reload a little bit, just like so. And going back, look at that. All the buttons are green. You can press on done, and here you can see, here is the horse image we put as a background. And all the buttons are green, and that's literally every single button in the game. It's great. And now, of course, I could use a better image for this because the face of the horse and the face of Steve are covered up by the Minecraft logo. And, well, yeah, let's say you want to change this. Well, that's really simple. You can just head out of Minecraft again, head into the thing you just made, and then literally change anything in here. And then once you have made your changes, you can once again select everything, compress it to a zip file, call it anything you want, just like so, and then you can put this file in the resource packs folder again, and then you can use it. Anyways, guys, that was all from me. I don't have much more to say. But you might, and if you have any questions, as I said before, just feel free leaving those down in the comment section below. Anyways, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.